Hi everybody. So I am back with another book for you guys today, and this is called Nobody Owns the Moon. The fox is one of the only wild creatures in the world that can successfully make a life for himself in the city. This is because it is quick-witted and able to eat a variety of foods. Other creatures can live in cities, but often with limits succeed, especially when compared with a fox. One fox who lives successfully in the city is Clyde Pangleton. Clyde Pangleton is the name he gave himself to fit better into his city world. His real name can only be pronounced by fox. Clyde lives in a small one-room apartment in a busy part of town. By day, Clyde works in a factory. He doesn't know what it's made there. He just puts the same two parts together over and over. By night, Clyde gets up more foxy things. He likes to slink about his streets and alleyways, sniffing out odds and ends among the street stalls and interesting going on. One time he saw a dancing bear. Clyde keeps pretty much to himself, but he doesn't have friends or two. He probably sees his friend Humphrey the most. Humphrey, a donkey. He's one of those creatures that lives in the cities with less success than a fox. Humphrey doesn't always have a fixed address. He had the odd job, but he hasn't kept it for long. His most recent job was a piano removalist. Clyde often seeks out Humphrey on his days or nights off. He likes Humphrey. One day, Clyde went looking for his friend. He found him breathing beneath a statue of the great conqueror. Clyde noticed that Humphrey looked a little worse for wear, like he hadn't eaten fresh food for some time or had got a good sleep. It was then that Clyde noticed a little blue envelope. It was among Humphrey's things that he kept in an old tote bag. "Where did you get that, Humphrey?" Clyde asked, pointing at the special-looking envelope. "I found it in the guitar, the paper looking nice." Clyde whisked it out of the bag and looked more closely. "You like it too?" asked Humphrey. "I was going to eat it, but if you're hungry, Clyde, it's yours." "Not so fast, Humphrey. This is no ordinary envelope. There are 2 tickets to the theater inside, and the show's tonight." "Is that so? And I say we go," said Clyde. "Gosh," said Humphrey. These are tongue twisters. That night, Humphrey and Clyde attended the premiere of Nobody Owns the Moon, the latest play by the city's most celebrated playwright. They enjoyed the delicious hors d'oeuvres and the marvelous punch that was served in the theater, gliding by beforehand. I really can't read this book. It's tongue twisters. Then they were ushered to luxurious dress circle seats where they could see absolutely everything. Soon they were swept along by the sheer balcony of Nobody Owns the Moon. In all the right place, they laughed and sang, and it nearest its bittersweet ending, Humphrey swept. Afterwards, they found their tickets, entitled them to a hot beverage of their choice and a large slice of cake in the theater's elegant restaurant. Humphrey wept again. And the night, as Clive and Humphrey settled away off in the glamour mean of lights and sounds that were their city at night, They said to each other, "This is our town." And when they got to the corner where they go their separate ways, Humphrey gave Cleve a big hug goodnight. That and I really hope you guys enjoyed this book for today. I'm going to try to update some videos today because tomorrow I won't be able to. So I wanted to make some videos, upload them today for you guys so that you have some videos for this week. But before I go, I wanted to give you a quick update on what's going to be happening with my life. So recently, I have been going through a lot, mentally and physically, but I have a friend right now who's suffering more mentally and physically and probably traumatized after what she's been through. My friend has recently been put in a mental hospital for no apparent reason. She's a little as well, and her adoptive family thought she needed to be retrained. So they put her in a mental hospital. And since she's been in this mental hospital, she has been treated horribly, mentally and physically. And they decided to take advantage of her today when she's supposed to be getting out in a couple of weeks. And they decided to sedate her with pills again. And it makes me sick to be talking about this, but people need to know that mental hospitals are no joke. People should not be put in mental hospitals unless there's a mental reason. So before you try to commit somebody to a mental hospital, think how much damage it's going to cause that person when they get out. Because when she gets out, I don't know how she's going to be mentally or physically. And it upsets me a lot that she was put in this for no reason. So my advice to anybody, before you do anything that relates to your health mentally or physically, or if you try to get put in a mental hospital, think about your actions and what kind of consequences they will have. Because actions always have consequences, and you never know what kind of consequence is going to happen to you or your family. So for me, I want to be clear with everybody. Think before you ask or before you do. All right, bye everybody.